steady.
Right.
They keep it moving, and guess what? If a rainstorm comes and knocks down their ant hill, you don't see the ant colony break up. You don't see half the ants kick the other ants' ass because they didn't let nobody know it was raining and that was the last breadcrumb and they walked 80 miles and did all of this shit. Gee, no, they're right back up.
Right.
Rebuilding immediately as
Right.
if they were starting from the scratch all over again. They weren't complaining about how tired they were. They weren't complaining about how unfair it was. If we could, if our people here could find a way to bridge the gap to create that kind of ant colony mentality, we'd be unstoppable.
Right. Right. No.
Because every time we've been on the verge of doing something great as a people, a great catastrophe or tragedy happens, and then it stops and it derails everything for anywhere from 5 to 10 years. Then you have to find the people that are brave enough to come forward and speak, and then you have to build an association around that, and you build it up and you build it up, and it's looking like it's going somewhere, and then boom, major catastrophe, and then boom, it goes right back down again.
Right.
We have become a nation of people who are anti-momentum.
Mm-hmm.
When we get momentum and we lose it, we don't fight to get right back into momentum. We gotta sit there and talk about it and lament about it, and it wasn't fair, and it wasn't never meant to. They ain't never gonna let us have shit no album. Pussy, why ain't you fucking trying? I did try, nigga. They fired me last week, dog. Like, and it's just like, you know, you think about the Bible when the Hebrews made it through that wonderful miracle with Moses. And something happened that had never happened before. And then they ended up wasting 44 years wandering around the desert, arguing about this and arguing about that when all they had to do was go to where God told them to.
Right.
And guess what? The generation of people that came out thinking that way did not go in. It was only their descendants who had become brave, who had become bold again, who were forward thinking. We got to stop trusting what's up here. Sophia Stewart is right. We have to start being outraged at what they've done to our minds.
Right.
Because we're really just focusing on all the wrong things. And we're not paying attention to what's real.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because we're powerful people.
Oh, extremely.
If we all came
and yet
together.
we allow ourselves to be stopped.
Powerful. You know?
Yeah, either we powerfully build it up or powerfully tear it the fuck down.
That's it.
But we got to figure out what works for us as a people, and we got to stick to that.
Absolutely. Seriously.
Yeah.
And stand on it, like, and don't worry about what the other man is doing. Let's just worry about working together to build so everyone can prosper.
But
it's
the
enough
fear,
room for everybody.
I know, but it's the fear.
Oh, absolutely.
What if they come to get us? Is my neighbor going to stick up for me?
Right.
You know what I mean? Am I going to be alone? Because that's what's happened so many times in our history. We're so used to being abandoned when the shit comes that we say, fuck it, unless I can figure out how to do it all by myself, I'm not doing nothing because I already know. Like, we're programmed.
Right.
And we trust that fear. We trust the fear
Right.
that has been instilled by the program. Go back and look at The Matrix. Go back and look at Total Recall. Go back. Look at the Terminators. Like, it's the fear of what happens when you go against the system. The fear of what happens when you go against Skynet.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Even They Live, remember?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great movie.
I had never seen it. He put me on.
It's amazing.
And I looked, the fight scene with Roddy Piper and I've been this loud, ignorant nigga all my life, Keith David. That fight scene when he's trying to get him to put the glasses on.
Yeah.
I looked at my baby and I was like, this fight is the representation of me since 2020.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, I'm literally fighting the world to put the glass. Look, that shit ain't real.
Have you seen it?
And I'm like taking blows and I'm giving blows. And it's, like, I swear to God, like, if there was a scene in a movie that ever represented where I am right now, it's me and that fucking, put the fucking glasses on, man. oh, this shit is fucked up.
Right.
After he's been fighting for 25 minutes to not listen to anything he has to say.
Yeah.
But when he finally got him to get it on, and it was crazy because it was a white man trying to get
Yeah.
a black man to open his eyes.
Wow.
The metaphor in that, G.
Right.
A white man fighting a black man to believe that he was in danger and harm when he was trying to tell him, you're in danger and harm, look at this shit. And that black man would not look, and he fought and he fought and he fought. And it's funny because that's exactly what the Willie Lynch letters have taught us to do and to be in our society. Trust the programming. Trust the programming. Don't step out of that. You can't do that, because that black man couldn't tell you why he was fighting that white man. All he knows is that the authorities showed up and he got a wife and a son in Nova Scotia. He getting back to him, and you got me fucked up, and I don't care. He's nigga. You. Fuck you. I just got a raise. Doesn't that sound like a black man? How sad. And they running around both looking like they both got beat to a pulp with a meat tenderizer. He literally had to beat the shit out of him just to get him to accept the truth long enough to help him save his life.
That's crazy. That says so many things right there. Sometimes our eyes are closed. We can't even see what's in front of us or what's even
Are our
directed.
eyes closed, or have they been sealed shut?
Sealed shut. That's right. Sealed shut.
Now imagine your eyes are sealed shut. You know they're sealed shut. Someone puts the solution in your hand to help you get them open, and you refuse to use it because you don't trust it, because your mama told you this, or because your daddy told you this.
So don't use that solution.
Exactly. But what if everything they're teaching you, our diets, the way we eat, most of the stuff that black people eat in this country are things that are not good for our bodies. And these doctors know that us eating these things and doing these things are killing us slowly. And yet they keep promoting it. Oh, yeah. It's all right. You can have 10 pork chops a week. It's okay.
Right.
Because they know what it's doing to us. And they know what it does to our minds. They know what it does to our... Everything that they got us on medication for can be cured with change of diet.
Absolutely.
So why isn't there something mandatory for people that look like us and to have a change of diet for a healthier? Because healthier people don't buy medicine every week.
Right. Yeah, they need to make some money off of it.
See how that works?
Yes.
So when you hear your grandmother, I got to get my insulin. How about you just get your body to the point where you're walking 25 miles a week and you're not going to need that insulin?
True.
But no, it's the needle. Well, my daddy was on the needle, and his daddy was on the needle, and his daddy was on the needle, and guess what? They all died on that fucking thing too.
Right.
But you don't hear that part. All you hear is, this is what we do, see? That programming.
Oh, no, it's definitely programming, And what's sad about it, for some people, it's such an easy program. I mean, let me tell you, if they announce on the news right now they want to just have everybody buy stocks and toilet paper, they can go on the news and say, hey, the stores are going to be shutting down because it's about to be a meteor that's about to hit Arizona, California. Just make up some stuff. Everybody will go to the stores to where there's nothing.
Y2K.
Right. And
you know how many people were disappointed at 12:01?
Right.
I know people at 12:01 was sitting in the roundhouse in Philly in jail for fighting over the last case of water or the last case of toilet tissue, and turned out they didn't even need it.
Isn't that crazy?
No, that's America.
Right. Right, for real.
Oh my God, G.
That is so crazy, but it's so funny. Like, it's surprises me though when I see people who can't see beyond what's being told to them. And what I mean by that is that whatever you tell them, if you tell them, hey, at the end of this year, the goats are going to fly out the moon, they will be waiting for the goats. They'll get camping gear to be right in the desert where they can see the goats appear. And the point I'm making is they have no proof the goats are coming. But whatever the plan is for them to do it, the structure is there and people are abiding by whatever's being told to them. And I find that so amazing. You know
what? I'm just listening to what you just said. It made me think about how people have been saying that there's a second coming of the Christ. Don't nobody want to believe that either. People believe what they want to believe.
Exactly. They do. You're right.
And just because it doesn't look like the way you imagined it doesn't mean it's not real.
Right.
We got to start doing better with wanting to be so smart. Because right now, the way it's starting to look, all this smart is just equaling up to stupid. Lean not into thine own understanding.
Right.
Do not trust what is in your mind. Because if everything that has been taught to you is nothing but a lie, what should you believe?
Right. That's real.
How you ever gonna know your man is a lying bastard if the only information you getting is the lies that he's telling?
Right.
It's not until a friend tells you, hey, he really wasn't where he said he was, that you start to, realize that maybe I need to pay attention to something. Maybe you had a feeling, maybe you had a this, maybe you had a that, but everything seemed to be okay with the information that you had. But the second you get that little alternate information, now things is looking, Or you can just be the woman that chooses not to believe it anyway and talks about how unfair life is while she dies from AIDS.
Man. Man.
Like, denial is a bitch, G.
Man. Listen. Denial is something else. But that's kind of like what we were talking about earlier when someone knows, hey, I got my mate, but really he's not into me. He's into his homeboy he's with, and I'm just doing it because I want to, live this fancy lifestyle. I don't want to work. I don't know what I would do.
Because I don't believe that anybody would give me this life for love.
Right. Yeah.
It's got to be a deal. Because there's no man that has all of this that would ever love me enough to give it to me. So I got to get it this way. See, people don't realize how low your self-esteem has to be willing to talk yourself into an arrangement like that.
Right. Right. Yeah, no, you definitely have to have a very low self-esteem. And you don't really care about yourself or your kids because if, not to be funny, you're opening up so many doors and portals by doing that.
Energy.
I knew someone, they would invite, for the holidays, invite their other significant other to their wife's house, their house too. So she thought this is like, the best friend, and my dude is always home. I got the perfect situation.
When did she walk in on them getting freak nasty?
Well, that's what happened. She eventually walked into the freak nasty, but up until then, she's happy they're there. She's serving him plates, them plates. They, you know what I mean? They having the time of their life. He got a man cave.
He is. He done got a maid for them.
Yeah, he a good man. She cooking some good old food too.
Oh man.
Yeah. But it was sad because she took that as I have a good man. He's home every holiday. You know how some people when the holidays come, you find out he ain't your man because he got to go spend time across town. But her man was at home.
No, he brought it home.
Yeah,
he brought it home with him.
At home in the house.
And he take care of everybody.
At one time, had gifts for everybody.
Oh,
Cause,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I bet you that made his boyfriend feel so special.
Oh, yeah.
All that Christmas they put together for him. He finally came home. Not like Antoine Fisher and everything's just waiting for him. He probably felt so special.
Right. For real.
Look, she made it. Look what she did for her husband, boyfriend. Ain't that nice?
Right. He a special play. The kids
Who the
calling
fuck
you
jealous
uncle.
of that shit?
Who
Who wants that life?
I don't want it. As heartbroken as she was. I mean, I wouldn't want it personally anyway, but when I saw, because she really took that as I have a good guy, and he's only with, these particular people.
Or did she just want to believe that lie?
I think there was probably some times where she could tell something was going on.
Yeah.
You know,
And
but
she ain't want to know.
No, you don't want to know. You want to act like it's not happening because
Old
you're
African
in love.
proverb: to not know is bad, but to want to not to know, so much worse.
Absolutely.
Ignorance. Ignorance is just ignorance. It's not bliss. It's just ignorance. If it was bliss, when you went from being ignorant to knowing, you wouldn't feel so stupid if it was cool.
Right.
No, you feel stupid as shit because you were stupid as shit. You know what I mean? And it's just one of those things, vanity. People don't want to believe the worst of themselves. They don't want to believe that, you know, they want to believe what they want to believe, and they want to make everybody else believe it, and they want everybody to believe. But how are you supposed to achieve that with nothing but lies?
Right. Right.
Because the opposite of the lie is the truth, and you have to believe in yourself.
No, real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk. I just feel like there's so many things that don't make sense, but then again, they do. What I mean by that is some things, it's like when you share some of your stories, right? Right. It ties together because you may have heard stories or seen things, you know, I'm talking about on my side. But
Yeah, you
but wait,
collect
but
along
you collect the
it
information.
connects dots that
Yes.
weren't connecting before.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, how come you think the dots aren't connecting? Well, they are connecting, but you know, like for instance, Diddy's situation, you still hear about it, but it's kind of fizzling down. But it's still there, but it's down. But it's
No, it's fizzling down because they needed to fizzle down because they got to slow it down because if they move through him too fast, then they got to answer about Jay-Z.
right.
Which is why I got to hurry up and get as many people to come forward as possible to make sure that they have to speed it all up so everybody can go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that nice?
You know, so you got that under control. But yeah, so
God's got that under control. He just got me on the job. I'm working for my vacation. I'm looking forward to something lovely in Malaysia, or you know, I've changed my mind. I've lost the taste for Bali.
okay.
I used to like Bali.
So what do you like now?
The Maldives is gorgeous.
Okay,
The
yes.
Maldives, or anywhere around the Greek coastal isle. I want to go on vacation with that man.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
He's
about.
my favorite. So
Oh,
everything is great.
God is
And
good.
yeah,
God is good. That's
Yeah.
a blessing.
yeah. So
To have
it's.
love.
I've been all over this world. I've seen 1,000 cities in my life
Wow.
in 47 years. And all of that has been either for work or on my own or just with friends. Never with my true love, my true life companion. And now I get to do it all over again with him.
Oh my goodness, such a
And now
blessing.
I'm making memories, not posts.
Right. Come on now.
Like everybody is looking for a post, but are we really creating memories anymore? Or are we just relying on our feed? And
Right.
there are some moments that really should only exist in the heads of the two people that were there.
That's
It makes it more precious. you know?
Right. No, I agree.
So yeah, we're having fun, and like even just going back to Dallas now is so fun because the first time he came, I had gotten arrested. So our first, trip to Dallas, he had to bail me out of jail. So it's like, it's a sour taste. I ain't coming back there. We working, we getting in, and we getting out. And so he's had to learn to trust Dallas a little more. But this trip was really great. And there's so much I love about West Coast history, like hip hop history, that I didn't know. And now I get to learn from him. And he's kind of
dope.
a whiz kid. So yeah, I mean, I think if the troll farm could see how so not invested we are in the bullshit with them in our actual life, they would really feel seriously silly about how much time they waste.
Right.
But it's when they go too far and it challenges his sensibility for what he sees as safety and structure, and my sensibility for the same. But then we level up and we evolve. And it's like every time now we hit a new breakthrough,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, this is a big breakthrough for us, but how do we take that and appropriate that to what we're trying to do? And I love that our personal conversations become world conversations. What are we doing? What can we be doing in the world? Like
Dope.
if we're spending this much time nitpicking about little things between us, what are we neglecting that we're supposed to be thinking about?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the difference when you have a God-led and a purpose-driven life, as opposed to the rat race and I just want to be the richest guy so I can flaunt and show everybody that I'm not the little guy with the crusty nose who you guys used to give wedgies to. You know what I mean? That's a different pursuit.
Right, right. No, definitely, definitely. Well,
Yeah.
let me tell you this. I love your pursuit. I love what you're doing. I love how you live in your truth and you're strong and courageous. You know, you have to be strong and courageous to do what you do and say it and stand on it.
Well, honey, I got to salute you because part of what helps me do what I do and keep it together is, you know, taking that moment and pausing for the cause and making sure that I pop a poppy when I need to. My marriage counselor, see. And
That's right.
it's a good one. It's a good one.
Right. I love it. Hey, it makes me feel good too. I'm gonna tell you, I love my poppy.
Hey!
Poppies is popping.
Yes!
A toast to poppies.
Time to pop a poppy.
Time to pop a poppies. You got
Yeah.
your poppies. We got our poppies.
I think you should send a case of this to Kamala Harris. She needs to get popping.
Hey, well, I'm gonna have to send her some poppies, okay, so she can pop some.
If she gonna be a president, she better do something black owned. If you ain't gonna be a real nigga, you gotta help. You gotta do something, Ma. You got to. You know?
Well, get some of that poppies, cause it
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
you popping.
You should
baby.
have Megan twerk with the bottle at the State of the Union.
You know.
She could.
Oh my God.
You know. Don't die.
Oh my goodness, I love you so
Oh
much.
my God, you know we all fun.
Oh yeah, we have fun, and that's what we always gonna
Salute.
do. Salute. So
Black
look, y'all,
owned.
Black owned. Y'all gotta see my girl Jaguar Wright. She's enjoying some of this popping with poppies, and I'm so happy you came by.
Barbecue sauce coming soon.
Yes.
I'm gonna get that. We just gotta not drink the whole bottle this time. We gotta stop right here. It was a rough day.
It's hard.
It was a rough day, and I was like, I gotta make the sauce. And then we got to going about something else, and then it was right here. And I said, do me a favor. Say that last, because I want to get to this sauce. And he said, it's gone. I said, what happened? He was like, you drank it, motherfucker.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, bless it.
So I'm gonna give you some so you can make some barbecue sauce.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm going to take it. I got to get a lock because it's so delicious.
Well, I got your back, so you know how to get more, so you can keep it popping, keep it right. You know what I mean? And you know, I thank you for always coming to kick it with me, because you know you my girl, you my folks. You know what I mean? I love
fucks
you.
with you heavy.
Yeah. We
You
gonna do
good
something.
folk, but I think what I love is that you understand the importance of what it is to be dope, to be fly, but to be mature, to be a woman.
Yes.
There's a lot of women that look like you and dress like you that act like Cardi B.
Right. I got you.
You know what I mean? And I fuck with that.
Right.
Because I remember growing up and I wanted to be like Melissa Morgan.
Mhm.
I wanted to be like, you know, like Millie Jackson. I wanted to be like Tina Turner.
Right.
Like I was like, oh, I can't wait to grow up so I could be a woman.
Right.
And you got that woman vibe, you know?
Thank you so much.
No matter how fun and how young you are. And like that's the thing. Because this makes us palatable. It makes us, you know, approachable. We get too stuffy or we start to think too much of ourselves, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You the old head that the young girls want to come kick it with because you got that little something extra they want to add to their repertoire. You know what I mean? And wait a minute, how's she doing like that? She been doing it like this forever. Wait a minute, she don't even look no different. We need more women like that.
Amen.
Because the truth is, most of the young women now, they're terrified of being where we are.
Right. Right.
Because they've been taught that this is the end, and it's not.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a new beginning.
Come on now. That's real talk.
So thank you.
No, thank you so much. Oh my God, I love you so much. Thank you for coming on Conversations with Mimi. And you know,
girl, we be chatting.
We be conversing, okay?
Yes, we do.
Ladies, you already know what it is.
And you are never too old to kick.
Yeah, that's it. You hear me? Okay, so like, subscribe. Make sure y'all check out Conversations with Mimi. And it's my girl Jaguar Wright, the one, the only.
Ever your day becomes a little too tough, and you need to find a moment to get yourself, gather yourself, collect yourself. All you got to do is pop a poppy. Because poppies is poppy. Yes, baby. Pop. I'm going to pop this last sip. Ain't that a damn shame? I did all of that just so I could have an excuse to finish it.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's how good it is, girl.
Come on now.
Ooh.
Come on now. Y'all better get y'all some poppies. Go to poppiesbourbon.com. PAPISBOURBON.com for those who need to spelling check. All right, y'all. Poppies.
Poppy. I'm popping with the poppy. Yeah, let's get it.